It's Mary on the run. It's Mary, Mary on the run. It's Mary, Mary on the run. It's Mary, Mary on the run. Mary on the run.
Marissa, I am so excited that you're joining us today, and that you're our first graduate that I'll speak to from the class of 2017 for my Mary on the Run. And I don't know whether you know, but I had planned last year, before the pandemic hit us, to visit all of our 2017 graduates at their colleges. And so I was looking forward to really taking you out to dinner or to lunch, whatever was working. And so this is a bit of a disappointment, but I am so excited that you're here today. So tell us a little bit about who you are, and you're joining us tonight. Today.
Yeah, I'm Marissa Crespo. I'm class 2017 at Trinity, and I actually just finished my bachelor's at Lafayette literally a couple days ago, which is crazy.
What maybe our viewers don't know is Marissa is from my hometown of Longbridge, and Marissa has worked in the summers at Hoffman's, and that's a place that the Sciarrillo family likes to frequent.
Yeah.
So we've been able to stay a little bit in touch, and when I haven't gone for the ice cream, one of my daughters or my husband has. So Marissa, I've seen you a little bit more than most of the girls in the last 4 years, and it's been wonderful to see you grow. So tell me a little bit about what some of the successes that you've had at Lafayette.
Yeah, so I've been an RA for the past few years, meaning that like I'm a resident advisor and I get to be with a lot of like younger kids and get to advise them, which has been great. Over the years, my whole path has changed a lot. I came in wanting to be an engineer, and then I ended up getting into a program with the FBI to be a special agent. And then I decided to go on Wall Street. So that's what I'm doing now. I actually start full-time in January, so in New York City. So I'm super excited.
And are you going to be on site in New York City or?
No one knows. It's all like, we just find out as it goes on. So they don't even know. I'll probably just find out like a week before. But I'm moving literally this Saturday, actually. I'm moving out of my parents' house to be closer to New York. So
that's so exciting for you, Marissa. And of course, Marissa, all of our students were top students in our class of 2017, but Marissa was definitely one of the most dedicated students in that class. And she could always be found working hard. And but there were times that you weren't as serious. So did you have any fun in college, I hope?
Yeah, I did. I had a lot of friends. I joined a sorority, but then I ended up leaving just because it wasn't exactly what I wanted to be doing at college. But yeah, I had a ton of fun.
Good. Okay. Did you have some challenges that you hadn't anticipated in college?
Yeah, actually, not necessarily academically related, but I'd never like experienced like a loss at all, like ever. And while I was in college, I lost 5 people, like really close people. Like one of my best friends from home, she passed away. And then I lost both my grandparents in 3 months. I lost another friend, and I lost one of the only uncles I had. So it was like crazy just having to do it all like completely away from home. Normally when you do like experience those things, you're home with your family, but I was out at college with like people who didn't really know what was happening because I just didn't really like to talk about it. So that was the hardest part of college, just like being away from everyone when I was just having to deal with a whole lot of stuff all at one time. So that was crazy. That was crazy.
That's a real challenge, and I'm sorry to hear of those losses. That's really a lot of loss in a short amount of time, and I'll keep you in my prayers about that, and I'm sure that you are continue to deal with it on a day-to-day basis. That's a lot of loss, Marissa.
Yeah.
Away from home and on your own is surely challenges you, but you're strong. You're strong. Yeah. What kind of held you together during that time?
I'm actually still with the same boyfriend I've been with since Trinity Hall. He came to the first semi-formal, and we're now moving out together. And he visited me a lot, and like when my family couldn't, he came to visit like almost every weekend just to like give me a sense of like home. So
Good.
I kind of had some constancy as someone like through those people and all that. So that really helped.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that you had someone special in your life and that he continues to be part of your life. And of course, I remember him. So
Yep.
he was part of Trinity Hall as well. So
Yeah. We just say he graduated Trinity Hall when I graduated. Now everyone's like, Josh graduated Lafayette because he went through all those years with me too. So
that's wonderful. Well, I hope that you know, that strength in that relationship continues for you, because that's pretty nice to have. So we have our current students, of course, are in a very different place than you were at your time here at Trinity Hall, but you've experienced that firsthand at Lafayette. Do you have any messages for our current Trinity Hall students, especially from the perspective of a student in that very first class? And I know what ownership you girls have as to traditions and everything else. So any special messages for our girls?
in terms of like being in like a new building and like a new Trinity and everything.
Anything that's like kind of on your mind that says, you know, like something that spoke to you, maybe even something that you wish you knew when you went to Lafayette, that and now you just want to impart those words of wisdom to the current students.
Yeah, actually one thing is like when you're in, not just that it was Trinity, but when you're just in high school, like you're all like, I can't wait to go to college and I can't wait to just get out of here and be on my own and like everything's going to change and it's going to be so awesome. And like I spent a lot of high school like grinding and trying to like get ready for college and like my AP exams, my SAT exams, but like I didn't like cherish the fact that like this is probably the only time I'm going to be living at home this long. Turned out not to be the case because I've been home for 9 months because of COVID. But I don't know. I just like wish I like cherished those moments where like I had less responsibility. And it's so easy when you're young to be like, I have so much responsibility. I'm going to college and I have all these things and blah, blah, blah. But like you do have like, that's the least responsibility you're going to have. Like you get to be like, be a kid and like have more fun. And I guess I wish I had like cherished that a little bit more because college went by so fast for me. It was only 3.5 years and literally I'm leaving my parents' house in a couple days. So like you grow up very fast and I wish I just enjoyed it a little bit more.
Okay, well, that'll be one of the messages that we'll want them to hear, you know, really embracing that moment and being present. And being,
yeah.
Did we prepare you well enough for your success in college?
Definitely. For sure. I managed to double major and still graduate a semester early and I'm graduating with honors. So I think I definitely was prepared well. I'm
so happy with that, Marissa. Of course, you came to us as a really dedicated and diligent student, and I'm so happy and so proud of your successes. And of course, we miss you, but it's so good that we're able to reconnect. And you know, so now you go into the next steps. I want you to know one thing from us: Trinity Hall will still be here for you. You know, and you girls used to laugh when I would say it'd still be your home, and when you come back, you have a visitor's tag that you're home. But it really is. So as you move out into the business world a little bit earlier than some of your classmates in Trinity Hall, don't hesitate to call. We've got a lot of people, a lot of connections. And, you know, when they hear about Marissa from class of 2017, they want to help you. So as you make those next steps, tell us a little bit more about that. So you've got this job in New York, you're moving out, you're moving on your own.
Yeah.
Virtual or on site, you're not sure. What type of work are you going to be doing?
Yeah, so I actually interned virtually this past summer. I had the offer like a long time ago because Wall Street recruits like absurdly early, which is just insane. So I was with a unit that no longer exists anymore just because the bank just like restructures all the time. But I was basically like in a sales and trading type position. So I like did some of the futures options, like more like stock market related stuff.
Okay.
And then at the end of that internship, I had like the option to go 2 different ways. So I got 2 full-time offers and got to decide where I wanted to go at Citi. I'm working at Citi, Greenwich. So I took the offer actually that was like a little like everyone knows what sales and trading is. It's like super sexy and all this stuff and whatever. Like everyone wants to do sales and trading, but like I enjoyed it a lot. But I actually decided to go with something called security services, which is like, no one has ever heard of it, but it literally exists because like everyone has to go through it when it comes to like stock market, big institutional clients and stuff like that. So it's just like clearing custody, these words literally mean nothing to like 80% of people, but it's just like doing stuff like related to like execution. It's kind of front office, some execution involved, still market related, but it's just a more like closely knit area. Meanwhile, like sales and trading is like cutthroat. Everyone wants to like get at each other, but like I just want an environment where like people like to help each other. Like I want to learn. I don't want to be in like that type of environment. So I'm super happy with the offer I decided to take.
Well, I'm not surprised, Marissa. You've always been a people person, and those relationships that come so easy for you will continue to give you that support. So to be in that type of a collaborative environment is great. And it's always interesting because you never take the easier path. You always take the little bit, which is great. You take the path, maybe less travel, as you said, less sexy, but definitely a worthy path for you. So that we all wish you well.
Thank you.
So please, visit when you're able to, and when we're able to have visitors, we would love to see you. But I thank you so much for taking the time today to talk with me. Any final messages?
I can't really think of one, really. Just, I'm really happy to see you, and congratulations on your retirement. I can't believe you're going. I'm like, what's gonna happen now? But I'm sure everything will end up being okay.
Well, it's not easy to retire from the school that that you were part of the start, and being one of the founding members of the faculty. It's not easy to leave, but at my age, it's important to take time to kind of figure out the next steps. I've got 9 grandchildren now, which some of you have seen.
You'll be busy.
It's my daughters, and so I think they have some hopes for my time, which will be a little bit more available for them. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, and I'm not one to sit still. So. Yeah. I'm sure that I'll find something else to do, and it may be something as simple as writing a book, or writing some stories, but something I'm sure that involves children. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to being invited back to Trinity Hall, so that at your first reunion, event after everyone graduates, I want to be there for that, and I want to be there, 10 years from now when you come back for. The first class 10 years out. So I look forward to seeing you again.
Yes, me too.
Okay. So stay in touch. God bless. And thank you so much. I'm so
Thank
happy.
you.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. That's super exciting.
Thank you. It is exciting. It is. So I'll still be around.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Be good.
Thank you. See you later.
Okay.
It's Mary on the run. It's Mary.